would you say that this episode could be sponsored by Patches? Like, could Steve be our Patches for this episode?
Don't do that to him.
Bring this man's name up.
But Patches has been in everything, though.
He's a degenerate. That's a true fucking degenerate.
Fucking fuck
We're
Patches.
gonna have our discussion about Patches, but without further ado, let me introduce you to another episode of the Goonies. We are the Goonies. Make it rain, make it rain. This is like a little bonus episode for you guys, gals, new types, and cyber new types alike.
And tarnished.
And clones.
And clones. Can't forget the clones.
Dude.
Wait. We have so much news for you guys, but so little time to give it to you.
I was listening to Madeline Pryor's and Stilettos.
Oh,
clones.
Stop it. Villain. Steve is doing fatherly things. Shout out to Nugs because he popped in and said what it do. So shout out to Steve and the Nuggies. But Goose, where'd you get that dope apparel from?
You can find it at Gumple in the Goonies.
Gumple in the Goonies. T Republic. Gumple in the Goonies. This is our Shadow Wizard Muddy Gang. Shadow Wizard Gumple Gang.
Ideas.
Yep. So, in the cool tie-dye. I really like this tie-dye color. It's like a pink and blue and stuff like that, and orange.
Nice
green.
pastels.
Is it comfortable?
I'm not really like, I'm usually like a black band tee, metal t-shirt, or Dragon Ball Z t-shirt kind of guy. But so I was like, yeah, get something new. Plus, it's got all of our color. We're all colorful on there. Gumple and the Goonies got to rep us, represent.
And it was nice, affordable. We believe in affordable drip, so we know the economy's crashing, but we're not going to do that to your pockets. Muggsy Muggs, what it do, buddy?
It'd be doing, man. I'm fucking maidenless for a week. I'm fucking gonna chew through this fucking episode so I can get right back into the fucking lands in between. Gotta get my ass rocked.
All right. We dropped enough lore and toyed with you guys. We're gonna throw you right in there, just like I guess FromSoft would do to anyone. We're gonna be talking about Elden Ring. And we're going to be talking about the beauty behind it all. The good, the bad, the turning off your system and maybe breaking a controller or two. The fun stuff. But I guess we should start in the beginning. I never played anything like this before. Like, I was always very intimidated when it came to, like, FromSoft and Dark Souls and all that. And then Armored Core dropped, and I was like, nah. Sit, bro. Raven put me in, and it was still a different experience, but like that is what was like, I'm gonna bite the bullet and get Elden Ring. And I know you guys are more established in the Souls genre, but like that's just me. I was dipping in. Elden Ring was my first taste of it, and it's a beautiful taste, beautiful palette. Anyone wants to go first, you can, because I know you boys are more experienced than I am.
Age before beauty, so I guess I'll go. I played a handful of Souls games. I tried Dark Souls like 3 times, and it didn't click with me. And then finally, one playthrough, I was just like, oh, okay. And just like, man, getting that fucking rush of fucking getting your ass kicked 10 fucking 20, 30 times, and then getting that boss, like that fucking a dopamine fucking release, and it feels good, man. But so I played like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro and Dark Souls 3 and some of Dark Souls 2 and some of Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Oh no.
And,
wait, did you play like OG PS2 Demon Souls or PS5?
PS5,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Didn't they give it to you for free though for PS5? So that's kind of like a pick.
Yeah,
that's kind of a steal, low key.
Yeah.
Low key, kind of a steal.
It looks amazing.
It looks
incredible.
so good. But
I couldn't play it though.
That next to Elden Ring, I was just like, I'm a big fan of jumping.
I'm a big fan of jumping,
dude. It's really strange to like. Because I mean, they both came out, if not around the same time. I mean, like, Elden Ring, I think, came out for PS4, and then it was upgraded to PS5. If it didn't, like I said, come out right at the same time. But since Demon Souls is PS5 only, it's like It does look better than Elden Ring in some spots because of the fact that it was developed for PS5 it was cross-platform with Elden Ring.
And it's not doing near as much as Elden Ring is. I mean, Elden Ring is
because it's a little open world
whole
and
map in front of you.
But it does look just like so much like smoother, better polished. But obviously, like you said, like to go back and play something much more rudimentary, like you don't have all of the different features like jumping, especially. It's like really weird.
It's almost like you have a disability or something. Like
handicapped. You're getting handicapped. Hardcore mode or something.
But yeah,
one thing that I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mugs.
Oh no, I was just gonna finish off say like Elden Ring has been my most recent. I probably at this point either I've played that more or tied with Dark Souls 3. I've done a couple runs of Dark Souls 3, and so yeah, that's kind of my shit.
I just wanted to jump on with the when you said jumping. I feel like Elden Ring is better with platforming because of the jumping. Well, I found myself in certain places like, am I gonna get over this? And like just like I don't know, it wasn't supposed to happen, but it's I don't know. It just gives you that option of doing it, so like you can do it. Why not? So it just I don't know. It's different. That taking that away from you, it just hinders the gameplay. I feel at the same time.
Well, I was thinking today that, like, there's fucking Dark Souls games where there is platforming, and now that seems fucking stupid to me. Like, you can't even call that platforming. It's just following the style in a lot of the other games.
You're just hoping, like, I gotta time
because, I mean, you did have a jump, but you had to run and run again, and then you did a jump, you know, and that was, like, that was not fun at all. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's crazy to go back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. For me, it all started with Dark Souls 1. Obviously, shout out to my boy Jimmy B, because for like a year and some change, he was like, "Yeah, you should try this game," and I was just like, I just never did. And then finally, I was like, I'm gonna try this game. And then I was like, "Oh shit, dog! Like, this shit's kind of crazy." I played Dark Souls 1 offline, so like no invasions, no people, like fucking with me or anything like that, and I fell in love with it, dude. It was the love-hate, like really, really punishing, but like I gotta figure this out. I gotta get through this. Like, what's next? What the fuck is this? Like, it's just it is a very different experience from any other game I had played. So, Dark Souls 2, trash. I don't like that shit at all. Could not stand it, dude. It seems to not. It's a thing for some people, I guess, acquired taste. Dark Souls 3 I played. It was really good, but I never beat it. I played it a good bit. That one's really, really dope. It's hard too, man. Those games are way harder than Elden Ring. Like, there's no like doubt about it.
Yeah.
In a sense, like they're definitely like they seem more difficult.
It's like more. It kind of goes back to that handicap. Like there's more ways to make Elden Ring fucking easy than there is more ways to make Dark Souls easy.
Yeah, because you can, like you said, platforms. You can position yourself in places sometimes to get away from things, and there's just a lot of stuff that gives you like more of an upper hand. And then Demon Souls, I played it a little bit. And I'm like, yo, I suck at these games, like at least on this level, where if I go back this far, like I can't play this. So I played Demon Souls a little bit, and I'm like, I can't play this. I suck. So, yeah. So Dark Souls 1 or Bloodborne's cool too. I played Bloodborne a little bit. It's all right. I'm not like the biggest fan, but
aesthetically, I think that's the best. Like.
See, it's it's funny because I'm kind of the other way around. The combat is really good because it's a little more faster paced, but I am more of a sword and shield knight and armor, not a fucking like werewolf vampire
fucking
guy.
Steampunk. Fucking hot topic.
I wanted to get Sekiro or whatever, bro. I wanted that, but that just looks too crazy for me. Low-key.
See, that's where
just like, okay, hold on. I was like, bro, it's parrying. I can't even do all that.
That's where they brought the platforming in from, because like that was the first one that really had like explorative abilities for you to get on roofs and like travel on houses and stuff like that and kill people. So.
Did you play Sekiro?
I did play Sekiro a few times. It wasn't my jam because when you play Dark Souls so much, you're fucking programmed to that, how that combat works. And Sekiro is very different with the way the bar works and the stagger works. And like, that's how you defeat the enemy as opposed to just how, I don't know. I couldn't adapt to that gameplay style, but it's beautiful. It's cool. I I was like, cool, you automatically get a katana. Like, I'm down. That's my shit. But
Automatically get a katana.
It sucks that it's
that's my shit.
not as personal experience. Like I feel like you put a lot of yourself into your build. Like you get really specific on how you want to play and your play style and even what you look like and your fucking Elden bling and fucking all of that.
Bling
but
bling.
Sekiro, you just have like a handful of different like
You're just the same
attachments.
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you have like
that's
a
one thing I
prosthetic
like about
arm
Elden
that
Ring.
is different.
Like you are your own character in a sense, and like I feel like that's where we should like kind of start off into Elden Ring. It's like, what class did you choose? Because like I felt like going through, I didn't want to look at really many. Like I was like already out for like a year and some change, 2 years probably even more. But like I was just like, yo, like what do I want to play as? Like, you know, and you still have the ability to just adapt your whole build, like in halfway decent
For the
through
most
the
part,
game,
yeah.
you know. So it's like you're not really stuck to that. But what build did you do? I think I did. I don't know if I did samurai or I did one close to it, but I have high intelligence, so it's one of those dudes.
The astrologer. That's most likely what you pick because
Yeah,
that's
I probably did.
Yeah, that's the intelligence dex build is the astrologer.
I'm wilding right now.
I've always picked samurai because he starts with a katana, but yeah, astrologer is what I picked this play around.
Same.
What
I'm
a
usually a pyromancer just because fire melts everything in Dark Souls, but not so much in Elden Ring. So I forgot what I did my first playthrough, but this playthrough I've followed in the footsteps of Mighty Goose BBL wizardry, and I did the int and dex build.
I don't know, bro. I can just swing around a katana at free will. See, all right. Even the way Elden Ring throws you into the game, I already was pissed. Because I just fight the weird, creepy looking, I don't even know, armed spider looking shit with swords. And I'm just like, how am I going to win? I don't even know how to play the fucking game. There's no tutorial as of yet. And I don't even know if I even did the tutorial. Like,
you died at the tutorial?
Bro,
Dude.
I tried so hard I got one hit. That shit said 10. I was like, oh, it's over. I was like, oh, it's just
Yeah,
over.
you're usually supposed to die in most Dark Souls tutorials, or they'll throw something at you that you can at least kind of like get away from and stuff. Like in the first one when they drop the fucking demon on you or whatever, and then you gotta, and then you gotta escape it, and then you get to jump down on it and hit it and take its life away some and kill it.
Oh no,
man!
I don't play Dark Souls. Shit.
Yeah,
I know, dude. I wish I could.
Traumatizing people right now.
Oh, remastered! I wonder if remastered's on PS4, PS5 for free download, dude. It's been a while since I
Oh
played.
no! Here we go.
Dude,
right off the episode, you know where they're going.
I know Bloodborne. I downloaded Bloodborne. It's on there for free.
Times.
So I picked that one up. But yeah, no, I mean it. That's what makes them kind of fun is like, but also frustrating. So I never blame anybody when somebody's like, they ain't my shit, because like right off the bat, you have no fucking clue what you're doing, and everything is hostile, and everything just fucking one hits you, and you're just like, what the fuck?
And
this is fun.
You get PTSD that everything's hostile, that you run up on an NPC, you're like, oh, you ain't about to kill me.
Yeah, dude. You got that fucking asshole right at the beginning in the white mask. Like, that looks hostile as shit. I'm ready to come at you. And he's like, what's up, you maidenless fuck? And you're like, okay, cool. Well, welcome to fucking Elden Ring.
Listen, I thought I saw the tree sentinel. I was like, I got this shit.
I was about to say, shout out to the tree sentinel, dog.
Humble my ass real quick.
How many people, like, I can only imagine the thousands of people that are like, oh, I'm about to get this motherfucker.
Let's go, pony boy. Come on, pony boy.
Wham! Whack that motherfucker one time, you're dead.
One hit all the time, bro. And that's the thing, too. It's like, the amount of times that I found myself, like, rinse and repeating, just, like, going back, and I'm like, you know what, let's just explore.
Yeah.
Go explore for a little bit, and I found myself just getting lost. Just wandering around, shit, knowing I shouldn't be, like, shit is over-leveled as fuck. But it's just, like, the exploration just, like, crazy, bro.
See, and that's, like, kind of how, like, so Dark Souls, they're a little more, like, in a sense, they're open world, quote unquote, but they're more on rails for the most part. You can avoid and break those rails and go different directions and do shit in different orders in Dark Souls. Like, you don't have to do it in a traditional order. I mean, there's some shit you have to do before some other shit, but not always the case, you know. I'll never forget when Elden Ring first came out, and like me and all the people that I knew that were playing it, like when we would talk and stuff, like nobody was having the same exact experience, because when you start Elden Ring, you fucking can go north, south, east, west, fucking wherever you want. And like, so we all had different experiences, different maps, like when we would send each other screenshots of our maps, like different, the graces, just like the dungeons, just like all that stuff that we had found separately, just because like the game is so, this is what I believe open world like truly is, because like you're set out and you can go do whatever you want, dude. You're a dog off the leash. You can go fucking run till you're tired.
The only game that I feel like has come close to being this successful with an open world is Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like,
Yep.
And that's almost like Elden Ring light. And honestly, I think fucking Zelda has always been like fucking Dark Souls light. Like,
Yeah.
See, somebody said this to me once, and I'll say it again. Dark Souls and Elden Ring is Zelda for adults.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Like, and that's not necessarily like a bad thing by any means. Like, sometimes
it's just more mature, and
and you
less...
just want to like progress and like play a game and not be like frustrated. And sometimes those frustrations net some like amazing like feel good moments of win. But either way, but the open world in it, like it tracks things really well. Like you start figuring shit out, like where maps are, and it gives you enough graces to like, or like load in points to where like you can get around the whole fucking map super quick. But most of the time it's also fun just to hop on torrent and just fucking like cruise around in an area and like fucking find something new that you weren't in, you didn't know. And it's easy exploration in the way that they've made things either vertical or like, I mean, it's mostly vertically built to like kind of like stop you from going places and have to figure out how to get there is super interesting. And it's not just full of open fucking dumb bullshit like fucking some of the Assassin's Creed open world games are.
Oh my god,
like,
bro. All right, so that's one thing, and I hope the anime like gaming society community whatever takes notes from that, because Elden Ring has done that perfectly for open world games like that. Character creation, the ability to just like go into different dungeons, like you said, Goose, and experience different things. And I feel like that's something that you see a lot of anime open world games try to explore, and they just either don't do enough of it, or like you said, Assassin's Creed, rinse and repeat. My favorite Assassin's Creed is Origins with the pyramids. But it's funny because it's just a desert. It's not that hard. It's just the same layout, but they did it very well. But it's like you said, going to Elden Ring, you go into a different environment, it's a whole different texture, it's a whole different landscape. It's
color schemes,
it's
fucking tones.
Insane.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about it, because even once you get to like halfway, I guess mid game, and you burn the tree.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole different environment. It's like it just changes on you.
Even killing some bosses will change the color of the sky in some areas of the game. Yeah. Like that was something I was noticing, and I'm like, what? I'm like, that's kind of crazy, actually. So like, why is it not this color here?
In like the base game, what? I'm curious what your guys' favorite area is.
Ooh.
Mine personally is like I love Raya Lucaria, the academy, and then like the area surrounding it. It just has such a fucking vibe, and then Raya Lucaria itself, like, dude, just like where you can jump on the rooftops and find different ways to get into buildings, and like I love the sorcerers.
Like that shit.
The sorcerers in it are fucking creepy and
Burger
weird.
King men.
Yeah,
the Burger King men, literally
they look like the Burger King commercial men. Dude. It's so funny with their heads.
I love the like
that's
fucking.
What we call them.
It's not a difficult or very like rewarding boss battle, but it's a fucking cool boss fight. Like it took me a while to figure out that like I had to kill one of the glowing girls to like break the shield, and then you get transported to this big open ocean, and she turns into a fucking moon, and it's just like I love that, and the tones and the colors of it all. It's like I love that area.
See, I'm a hop in front of Goose. because I'm gonna mispronounce this fucking place, but it's the red spot, bro. It's with the
Okay,
Caelid.
Caelid.
But
Yeah,
I
Caelid.
love the just like it looks like something just traumatic happened, and of course like Elden Ring lore, it's like but it's like it just looks so scarred, and
It's
like you see the
cancer.
creature, and it's just like, bro, the dragon, but I think the Scarlet Rot Dragon's there, and just to see like how like destroyed and just disheveled that shit is, like that shit is so dope to me. I think I do like also like the beginning of the main game. What is it, Limgrave? It's just so
Yeah.
cool to just kind of see like it's just like it reminds you of Zelda almost, but like just fucking just there, and it's just like detailed as fuck. But I'm going yeah, you already know where I'm going, bro. That shit was so good.
Dude, Caelid freaks me out, dude. Like, it's the music, like the way it looks, and like the red, and then the music. It's always got like this high pitch, like. That place stresses me the fuck out. Dude.
It's just like a very wretched place. It's almost like Blight Town if it was surface level, but not,
And bright.
Yeah.
And
Oh
color.
wait,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Goose. And also, what is that lower level? I forgot what that shit is.
Oh,
that
Allah,
shit,
dude.
bro. That shit was gorgeous.
Window
I'm sorry,
Catacombs or whatever.
bro.
Like
the
Noxella.
yeah.
And
Bro, I
Internal
stumbled
City,
upon
the
that.
Internal
I
City,
stumbled
right?
You know
upon
what?
that by accident, and I was like, this shit is
I
gorgeous.
will say probably that is probably my favorite area is like how much shit is underneath, like underground, and like you get to the air. I don't know if you guys have got the ancestral spirit, the deer that glows.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
with the singing.
Oh my
yeah, with the
God,
singing,
dude.
fucking.
Fuck you mean the Harry
Well,
Potter
and then
from
the-
this
Yeah.
nigga?
the,
That
like-
shit was just hopping.
The fucking spirit itself, dude. Like, I almost feel bad fighting them, dude, because it's like
No.
it's beautiful, dude.
The
It's like
protectors of the place, yeah, and then because that's where you kill the mimic tier, and then you go down that bridge, and it's just like open, and it's like almost like space underneath ground, and you're like,
and
what
like at the
is
edges,
this?
you can
Yeah.
see like the formation of the rocks, but when you look
Yeah.
straight up, oh, dude,
It
for
always
real,
reminds
that's a
me of
good
those
one, too.
stories of
Yep.
just like old people like looking up and they
Right.
have like stars, but like they don't know that we're on top. Like that shit is so trippy, so fucking trippy.
God,
dude,
what a
it
fucking
looks
cool
so
game,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
All right, so what Muggs hit us with our favorite area. I'm gonna hit you. What was your favorite boss? Like even if you had to do sub bosses too, because I feel like what Elden Ring has over 100 plus before even like the DLC hit.
And there's a lot of repetitive bosses too, like the Godskins and stuff like that. And,
I do like how they like give you one at a time, I think, and then they give you both, which is like it's like cool that they kind of try to switch it up, give it like a little bit more of a challenge. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think it have to be it might be Radon.
He's cool, dude. That's a cool, like, very unique fight.
And like
poor
you just
horse
running
dog.
up to that shit
Yeah.
though, like even if you don't summon anything, like, you just running up to that shit, I'm like, yo, like it's pretty epic. Like this is some pretty cool some cool shit.
So weird, but also at the same time, like, super badass. Like, just a fucking broken little horse underneath this, like,
Holding
monster.
this-
It's so confusing, but, like, it's cool as shit.
I would say a certain fight that I haven't got to, but I know Goose got to it already, so that might be my favorite.
it wasn't my favorite, but it'll probably be my most memorable for the whole time is Malekith. Because that fucking fight is, dude, that
Shit,
fight is tough.
I was pissed.
Dude,
Nah,
it took
fuck
me
that.
4 days, and I was trying to get in there. I'm trying to fight him, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna magic this dude. Bah, 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 bah.
See, I thought you were gonna say Millennia. Because that's a lot of people's favorites right there.
That's a cool
Should
looking
I-
fight, for sure. I'm gonna go a different route, and I'm just gonna say all the different, fucking invaders. Except for right now, dude. I'm getting invaded everywhere by those fucking nameless white mask motherfuckers. But it's cool that you're just like cruising along, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Why did Torrent
Yeah.
just disappear? And then you get some different kind of like invader, and some of them have some pretty cool little backstories. So, and you just get cool shit off of them, and like some of them,
The one in Caelid kicked my ass.
yeah, some of them are
There's one
hard
by
as
a
shit.
church that just runs up on you and
Yeah.
just fucks you up.
And some of them are easy as hell, and so it's like a nice balance of like, okay, motherfucker, I'm coming right back, and then
One of,
also like, yeah, first time, fuck
Yeah,
you.
you bitch.
One of my honorable mentions is definitely gonna be the fucking boat dude. The fucking
Yeah,
the boat dudes are so cool. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, with the spirit ones, where they just like in the graveyards and shit.
Yeah. They're always in the graveyards with their spirits and shit. I forget what his name is. Those are always a cool one. I like those.
And like I said, I did who is it? Whoever at the end of Ray Lucaria. I just think that's a very like pretty and really weird and cool. Renala, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I'm
shit,
also
well,
I'm not super as
Too many
far
R
as you
names.
guys.
Yeah,
Real
all kinds of
Relena,
names.
Renala, Ronnie,
Radon,
Radon,
yeah.
Radagon. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are we talking about?
I hate you.
Rykard. What the fuck?
Jeez, there is fucking.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie, I do have to throw in the samurai battle where you get the well, not really samurai, but like the katana battle where you get the rivers of blood. You have to like complete some dude's whole side quest or something, but at the end you fight like kind of like a samurai.
Huh.
So it's pretty cool, especially if you have the moon veil at that time. So you just kind of like.
Is it the guy that helps you before patches?
I believe so.
He
He
has
kind of
the,
like
like,
sits in like the little. Yeah.
Weird samurai hat that looks like a bunch of razor blades.
You have to like fight his beloved or some shit like that, and I think it's like you get 2 weapons from it. It's a pretty cool story.
Fighting Guts was fun too with Reyna's fucking.
Oh, bro.
See, the only storyline that I did that I actually cared about, I know you had to do it, Muggs, was the one for what's her name? The sorceress, and she's like chained up, and you have to take her body, you take her soul to the proxy body, and then you gotta kill the guy from the Radon castle.
Yes.
And then did you get her to transform at the end? And
Yes,
dude.
And the fucking the two sorcerers that you bump into, dude, like the fucking with the rock heads and shit, dude.
Yeah.
So fucking cool. I was like, I was just getting past the fucking wherever it is, Volcano Manor and all that shit, and then I was running from people, and I turn around, and there's just this fucking rock dude sitting next to a mountain.
Yeah, on the edge of the mountain, the green one.
Are you gonna come after
the
me?
green guy?
Yeah.
The green one? Yeah, he's like around the corner. Yeah, on the side of a mountain. You're just like trying to run from people, and he's like right there, and you're like, what the fuck? Like,
He's just like,
yo,
here's a badass spell, dude. I'm dying. And you're like, all right, tight.
Shit,
yeah,
I mean,
and that's her master,
that's
right? And then you gotta go back
crazy.
and talk to her. That's all right. Okay, yeah. That's
and then
awesome,
you get and I swear it's the dude from Dark Souls 3, the DLC. But you get the guy who introduces you to like Radon's fight or whatever. Who's like,
his shit. Yeah,
you get
have
all his set and everything.
You get to choose whether or not you want to fight him or fight the chick. Yeah.
Damn, you guys had a cool one. I think I want to know Muggs's now after, but my favorite one is I finished the whole line with the chick who hugs you. She's like, give me I finished her whole line, bro.
Mugs.
That shit was beautiful at the end.
You found the turtle? You found the turtle, right? I think. Have you taken him all the books and stuff like that?
Not all of them, no.
Okay, because I think that's how you might get some of the other glintstone stuff that I was showing you.
Gotcha.
I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elden Ring, more of that, more. But yeah, bro, I did that whole quest line, and it takes you to like the underworld kind of thing, because you have to go to like, I guess not the end. It's so crazy how like the trees like different layers and shit, so you like end up going to different parts of it. But it's like almost like an afterlife spirit world.
You mean up at the north, all the way at the top, the Halleck tree?
No, not the Halleck tree. It's a different one for the chick who hugs you, because then you have to fight like a bunch of like. I think you also get like a dude's armor set that you have to like. You see his brother as well down there. It's like a whole detailed line. Like the twin-headed set one.
Okay. His stuff. I forget his name.
Yeah, because I think you end up like seeing him dead like inside the round table.
Isn't it D? Aren't they both D?
Oh yeah, D.
Oh,
It's
D.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Arm set heavy as shit too. Oh damn! What is your Muggs? What is your favorite storyline?
I haven't
Or
finished.
quest line, I guess.
I haven't finished Reyna's yet, but I really liked hers. Just because then it kind of branched off, and you had a choice of helping Cialis or whatever.
Fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, who wanted to kill her, and he was a puppet, and you find his like little puppeteer fucking
Bro,
dungeon.
that shit is creepy as fuck.
And then I was just thinking the other one that I really liked, but I think that one probably. And then the Cena or Selena sorceress or whatever that Goose and I were just talking about, that was a pretty fun one too. But Dude, there's so many, and what's fucked is like it's kind of frustrating because it doesn't really tell you a whole lot on what to do on some of them. Like the hugging chick, she's just like, here's a dagger.
Yep.
Can you deliver it to someone? You're like,
bro, and that's
who?
the thing.
Where?
I didn't want to like look up like obviously like shit, but it's at this point it's been out for so long. But it's like you'll legit like,
dude, I'm in wikis all fucking day with that shit.
Wander off somewhere, get 10 levels, and be like, oh shit, this is what she wanted me to do. Like, I mean, I'm like out here preparing to fight someone. I just had to deliver a fucking weapon. Like, it's very interesting. I don't know. Oh my god, it's such a good game, bro. It's such a fucking good game. I think. The weapon layout is dope. No, the weapon layout is just so dope.
Also, it's not a huge major quest line, but shout out to fucking Alexander and shout out to Jarsburg. Fucking, I love those little jars in the fucking Alexander, dude.
See, all right, so did we all kill Patches?
Fuck yeah, fuck Patches.
Because I just didn't like how he just ambushed me. Like I didn't even care. I knew there's lore with Patches, but I was like, I'm killing you.
I didn't have time to stop killing him. He was like, no, don't. I was like, dude, I'm in the middle of an R2 right now, bud. Sorry.
I'm in the middle of an R2. So even though we weren't going to go there, Patches is originally from an Armored Core game.
Yeah.
But
see, that's what threw me off because I thought he was just like all Dark Souls, and they're like, no, he's from Armored Core, and that was like fucking pretty dope.
Back in the day, way back in the day, yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yep, I don't even remember if I ran into him or not on this one. Oh yeah, I did. I got his bell bearing. I might have killed him. I don't know. I got his bell bearing though.
I mean, he's useless, bro. I'm sorry. And I think, honestly, I just heard too many, like, moments of, like, watch Mojo's top 10 game betrayals, and he just fucking kicks you off the fucking thing. And I'm just like, bro, I'd be so mad if this motherfucker did that shit to me.
You really only lose out on getting, like, a fucking armor set, and if you're not playing a super strength, hardcore strength fucking build, it's useless to you. It's, like, super heavy fucking armor.
So, I mean, like, I guess we could throw it all into one. Because I don't want to, obviously, because we'll stay on this shit forever. And I want to get more out of you guys because we have the DLC to touch. Favorite weapon and armor set? I don't know armor sets like that. So I can just, like, go straight to weapon type shit. Bro, people are going to shit on me, but I love the Meteor Katana. I think that shit, I love the Moonveil. I use that shit. But, like, the Meteor just looks so jagged and dope to me. And I just love the whole, like... I think the R2 is a gravity pull, so it brings the enemies in, so you can actually do a follow-up attack. That shit is so cool. But I don't know about an armor set, though. Maybe it might be the gut shit with the wolf hat, and you get, like, the fucking... that shit's dope.
Baylet or whatever, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like... I'm not using it. I'm using the Moonveil, but I love bleed builds and bleed weapons, so anything that's bleed. But I just got this rapier or whatever... That's, like, fucking twisted and, like... Dude, it's...
Bro, the weapons are fucking insane. I want to use all of them, but I can't use them.
That's why I was talking to Goose the other day. I was like, should I respec? What does respecing look like? Because I was like, I just want to go full dex and just fucking bleed every motherfucker out.
But that's what I want to do for my next one, though, because I want to use the Rivers of Blood. I know people are like, oh, it's a shit one, but I just love the animation of just, like...
Yeah, I don't fucking
This shit is so fucking cool, bro.
But I love... I don't like fucking heavy knight shit, so I'm digging all the fun, weird shit. But right now, I'm running around with Radon's fucking armor set with Reyna's fucking hat, big old Snow Witch hat. Just because I needed some poise and some fucking protection, but I gotta have a little bit of Elden drip, so I got the Snow Witch hat on. Also, I was running around with the pot head on for a while too, but it just didn't offer enough poise and it was too heavy, so I went back to the Snow Witch hat.
Until Goose saved me, I didn't know what poise was. I was just strong as fuck.
There's so many systems, dude. There's so many stupid ass systems in this to fucking figure out. Damage negation, fucking all of it.
Bro.
Guard boost.
Yeah.
Guard boost. Support and shield set.
What about you, Goose? I know you were rocking with your fucking Astro fucking destroyers. Like,
so cool, dude.
Yeah, well, obviously, mainly, preferably, always going to be a samurai sword guy. So like the Uchi Katanas and the Naga. It's a Naga Kiba in this one, but I like the OG name of the washing pole.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this playthrough, because like I said, any other playthrough, I did play with the claws a lot. the first time I played. When I had a dex build and stuff like that, because most of the claws are dex build stuff and the fist and everything. But this playthrough, it's been Moonveil Blade, and then once I got to a certain point, I killed Estelle, and then I used his remembrance to make the flail. I always forget the name of it. But it's the Bastard Stars. That's what it's called, and it's the fucking. It looks like planets and stuff on a chain and shit. And then it's got a dope ass Ash of War on it that you can't change out. And so that's what I've been playing with for pretty much the rest of the game, until I was able to get one of you guys to fucking let me transfer shit from my other account. Yeah, and I got my old Nagakibas and shit back, and I leveled them up and put some magic attacks on them. Like the one that you said's on the Meteorite Blade, that's an Ash of War that you can get. So I fucking hit the ground, and everybody's like, "Ooh," they get sucked in, bro. And then it's just a Nagakiba. I got more range, so even if they're not like close enough, that's still enough fucking range to.
Now that you helped me reset my shit, I think I have a new one thanks to you. Yeah. But I use the dash shit, so it's like Bleach, where I'm just like flash stepping.
Oh, the fucking...
I'm just out here leaving shit. I'm like, this shit is so it now. I wanted this new game plus it just to fucking beat the shit out motherfuckers the way I wanted to. This shit is so good.
I might new game plus, and that's something too. Like if you have a weapon and you're like, I would rather use it on this type of build, you would just need to hit me up, and all I got to do is stand there, and you could drop it, and then I could transfer it to a new character. I have Rivers of
Blood already. That's the thing. It's like now I'm like, I know where to get these things. Like I was just so like poisoned by YouTube and fucking like, oh, this is the build you should get if you want to do this, and I'm like, fuck, I should have just did instincts and just.
Intelligent build is really good, I think, for your first play, because that's one way to make the game a little easier. Which, dude, and fucking FromSoft purists, man.
I know.
What do you mean?
Because, dude, sometimes trying to cast Magic Dog,
you
don't have enough time to cast magic for you getting smashed.
Not necessarily for boss fights, but like when you're like. Figuring out like, oh shit, like there's somebody up there, like I want to fucking like let me aggro them, but like so in that sense it makes it a little easier as far as like exploration and stuff. But like I will say, man, I can't even go into comment sections anymore on fucking like FromSoft content, because like the argument. There's a fun kind of silly argument of like strength goes bonk and blah 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 and all these builds, but like people get way too into it, way too serious. It's like, who fucking cares how you want to play the game, dude? Play the game any way the fuck you want. Like it's your game. It's your $70 fucking you just spent.
Just don't put it all in arcane like me.
No, dude, put it all.
I was dripping. Yo, Goose saw me
picking up shit left and right.
Hey, he ain't got a single fucking arcane thing on. He got like 40 arcane points. And I'm like,
I was stacked in that shit. I was like, motherfuckers go
my brother, you might want to roll them back.
Listen, I was using all dragon shit, bro. I saw dragon moves. I was like, oh,
we need to redistribute these funds, my dog.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be real. I'm black, bro. I love Dragon Ball Z. I love dragons, nigga. I saw that shit. I was like, oh yeah, it's over. I'm about to summon shit. What's the dragon that used the lightning? That shit's hard. I didn't even use his remembers. I can't even use that shit. I don't have enough faith. I'm like, man, I'm keeping this shit.
Dude, I do want to do faith build too, man. Like
bro,
a faith strength build would be kind of fun too, man.
The builds are crazy. What is it, like the Jesus build where bro just had like holy shit? I'm just like, bro, how do you even just like get through the game like this? Like it is insane what these guys do. But I'm still do a Wilden off rep. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. Shit's too powerful for me. I feel like we've hit everything we wanted to with that. I feel like we're so. Obviously, YouTube beat the game, but we are all at the last boss right now. No, you haven't beat the game.
I've never beat it.
I've never beat it.
Oh shit, we might be.
You guys are
both. Me and you are at the last boss.
Right, we're at the last one. But Muggs, I know he's creeping his way up there. He's just slaying shit anyway.
Kinda. When you guys come and help me,
we're just gonna go in there. We're just all gonna be.
As I say, all you gotta say the word, dog, and I got them there, fingers on the ground.
You have, dude.
All right. So I wanted to give everyone a check mark of there. Because we're going to turn it over to you, Goose. Because the thing is with the DLC, what I like about it, it's not the end game of Elden Ring. Which I kind of was like, I thought it was just like a whole like, ending of it. But it's like basically like, you can just kind of branch off, do your shit, and then come back and beat the game. So like, you tell us how that shit is, bro.
How it is? I've only been playing it like here and there. Like, for some reason, it seems, at least to me so far, it seems less familiar. But then, like I said, like
Ooh.
I played the main game more, so this is not my first playthrough of the main game. So, but it's become more familiar and more memorable, and I've gotten farther in this playthrough of the first game, or the main game. But like the DLC, it's like it's not really that much harder. Like I haven't had any trouble with like the bosses. I usually like screen share if I'm in a party with some friends and stuff like that. And one of my homeboys that had already beat a boss, he was like, "Yeah, dude, this took me like 3 days." And I beat it in like 4 tries. And he's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And he's like, you've also been playing these games longer than me and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that totally could be it or whatever. People say sometimes that there's like a RNG or like a randomization where 3 bosses are picked and they're going to be like harder
easier
for you than everybody else or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Very interesting.
I don't know if that's true or not. I just think it's maybe just like,
I think it might be, dude, because, like, I fucking smoked, who's a dragon grafted motherfucker? I smoked him on my second try, but my first time playing him, dude, he fucking destroyed me for fucking a while,
That makes
man.
so much sense now, motherfuckers. I'm turning off the game coming back. That's just like, alright, I guess we'll let him win now. Give him the weaker boss. give him the weaker one.
But yeah, I mean, it's okay so far. Like I said, it's not that much harder. You get a lot of help because there's like these things called Skadur tree fragments or whatever. Yeah, so when you pick those things up, you just go to a bonfire and then you just the same as like flask, like your seeds, golden seeds and stuff, and you turn them in and it'll increase a little level thing, like Skadur tree fragment level, it'll be in parentheses, and the higher that is, it boosts your stats while you're in the DLC area. So if you leave, that boost isn't there anymore. So like you'll just get like, I can look and see what the difference is based off when I'm not in there and not in there and shit like that. And then another one does it for your Ashes of War. It boosts your Ashes of War's damage and health and stuff like that as well. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's like you get a fair boost to both you and your companions that you summon and stuff like that. But like I said, I haven't found it to be difficult so far. I haven't found it to be super memorable. But like I said, I've been playing on and off. I've been working way too fucking much to like take a day to play it.
You think it's worth the $30?
$40?
Or 40.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, based on the map and knowing them and stuff like that, like, I definitely believe it will be worth it. I mean,
to be real, and this is one thing I like about it. Like you said, you can't do the skidder. You can't do that in the regular main game. But I love that you can go in the DLC, run around, explore, grab items and weapons and shit, and bring it back to the main, and just play it as if it's a new game. And that shit to me is like a breath of fresh air, because it's like now you can just the fish shit, bro. I'm about to fucking just King of Hearts these motherfuckers, bro. Like I cannot wait. It's so good. But I think that's so good, bro.
I've only found a light greatsword so far. I haven't found anything else. I want to find a great katana, but I found a light greatsword. I haven't found any of the other weapon types yet, so I'm trying to find those,
Dude, and also, this hasn't been mentioned yet, but FromSoft as a whole, especially the last fucking, 5 to 10 years, shout out to them for fucking putting out good, finished, complete fucking games that are not fucking chock full of microtransactions and don't need fucking, I guess they need day one patches, but they don't need like major fucking
Armor Core
overhauls.
dropped and it met expectations and then some. I remember people were like, "Oh, it's not going to be good," and that shit was crazy.
Yeah, other than balance patches, they do balance patches all the time. And
like
tweak
little things.
Weapons and because like that, dude, that was if you go on the wiki, I never knew this. If you look up a weapon and shit, it'll tell you all the patches and all the changes they did to the weapon. So like I was looking at the Bastard Stars and they increased the hitbox range, and then they like decrease like certain they show you how they buff it and nerf it and shit. And I was like, that's hella cool. Like all that information's out there that people like are so dedicated to keeping track of all that stuff.
Also, are you guys as fucking confused as lore as I am?
100%.
I don't pay attention.
There's this one guy who does it really well, but he makes me go to sleep when he's
Vati video?
Yeah, bro. I be gone,
Listen.
drooling, sleeping. But it's so detailed, bro. It's crazy.
At work, that's like perfect because I like work on a computer mostly, and so I'll watch his videos like all day because they are super like
They're
monotone,
super long.
but not in a bad way. And like so,
They're like an hour or so too, maybe 2 hours more.
I've watched a couple of his videos multiple times, and I still am lost as fuck with the lore. But
I'm lost with. I get the kids now, kind of like how but then it's like, but it's one bean, so it's like, oh, so you just kind of branched off and then got back together, but then branched off again. It's very, very weird, and I don't know how us as the Tarnish fit into all this. It's kind of just like one of those like you randomly got picked, like yeah, that guy over there, he's gonna fucking be like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all really confusing, but it's all like it's pretty enough, and his videos are edited well enough to where it's like it's just eye candy and brain
be
candy to me.
Anime fucking screenshots, bro. Bro be walking with an NPC. I'm like, this is I can't do this. Like what the like it's so crazy. He will sit at the bonfire and be like, then alas, you know you had no other choice but to kill them. Like what?
It's so good, dude. It's so fucking good. But I'm with it, dude. I fell asleep last night watching one, dude. Like I fucking love his shit.
It's so fucking good, bro.
I am a cutscene skipper. I don't give a fuck about stories.
I love the
or
transformations
anything.
though, bro. The
Anytime I get a
transform.
game, anytime I get a game or play something like that, bro. If it's like press square to skip, press start to skip.
Did you skip the Armor Core ones?
All of them. I didn't know anything about the story the first time I played, and then I paid attention the second time I played.
Dude, I'm right there with you on every game, but that's why I love Dark Souls, because they are all very short cutscenes.
It's not in your face. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to know any of the lore, and they don't
But
make you know any of the lore.
I just love the fucking like I don't know. It's so pretty to watch.
I just love how people pull it out, because it literally is like 99% in item descriptions.
You weave it together, and things you see in the and some small things people say too, but with what little they say. Yeah.
The way that people can pull it out and put it together, it's so cool. And yeah, Vati Video is definitely one of the best ones to like get that information from. But yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
One thing, since we're never gonna get an Elden Ring 2, because I don't think that's happening. The only thing they're doing another DLC. This is not. This is cut. Like, this is it.
Oh wait, did you ask your question too, Muggs?
Oh, it was Sekiro. It was Sekiro. If you guys have played Sekiro.
All right, cool. Yep. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Goon.
Is there anything you want? Because now, realistically, you don't care about the stories, Goose. So, like, the only thing to me is, like, did they complete the story of Elden Ring? Or is, like, we just became the Elden Lord, quote unquote, and that's kind of like, all right.
It seems like they did. Because, I mean, I know, I don't want to, like, spoil anything or anything because it's still relatively new, but the big mystery from the base game seems to be in the fucking DLC.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the whole thing. It's like you had that second half of like, what's the shorty you killed, Goose? The chick with the big arm. I can't think of her name. I forgot her name. Melania. Yes, because that's her brother.
Everybody's got an R fucking
Michelob.
name in this motherfucker.
Yeah, Michelob.
So like that's like another entity that's kind of like, you know, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like so. It's very interesting to me. I think it's also kind of cool how it's just like there's not too much lore behind it. Like you're just a character. Like you just did this. You went and you slayed shit and you did shit the way you did and like this is how it is now. And I like how depending on your I guess the stories you like what is it like 7 endings or whatever the fuck it is depending on like what stories you did throughout there. It depends on that and like you get the ending for it. So I think that's pretty cool. So it determines like you end the game the way you want to. You could burn that shit down with one of the characters, I guess, or one of them you can like kind of like make them the Elden Lord. I know there's so much different shit behind it.
Yeah.
But is there something you would want out of like Elden Ring 2 or another boss?
I want Bloodborne 2, but in Elden Ring style. I want to be able to jump and run around and explore fucking Victorian cities that have werewolves.
So do you think that's the next step? I guess like there's no Elden Ring 2, but like I mean like Bloodborne 2, like you said, like that kind of city environment, like a Sekiro upgrade of that like more detailed open like world kind of because Sekiro still had its limitations, I think, right?
Yeah, and just like what's the word I'm looking for? Not exploration, but like movement and shit like that. Like being able to like fucking jump and like explore different areas in different ways, like you can with Torrent. Like now that you mention it, dude, like having a Sekiro style, because he uses a fucking like
The grappling hook shit.
yeah, dude, having a grappling hook in a big old Victorian city like setting.
That probably would make Assassin's Creed players very angry.
Fuck, dude, good man. Fuck them. The dumbass fucking keep buying the same fucking game every year. Bro.
How many microtransactions does it take for me to get the grappling hook? None. None.
I'll buy him. I'll buy him. FromSoft, take my money.
I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything because to me, this is like the perfect quote unquote anime game that's not an anime game. I could do shit that's anime shit, bro. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
FromSoft should have made Gundam Breaker 4, motherfuckers.
Could you imagine? I mean, it's Armored Core.
Armored Core. It would have been better, though. Yep. It would have been so much better.
But the same thing with this is just a Berserk anime game, but better than any anime game. Like they're doing it. They're just doing it under different names.
I mean, they're just taking it in their own time because, like you said, they don't miss. It's been complete shit. It's been full out. Like, this is it. Like, enjoy. And you keep coming back. And it's worth your money. This is probably the one time where I wasn't mad. And I think I got it.
You can only say that because of it's like a skin type thing more than anything. Because it's a fucking Dungeons and Dragons type game, but they gave it a Berserk skin because it came from Dark Souls and Demon Souls. But it's so
good though, bro. I mean, it's the perfect marriage of all the games? Like, that's the way I say it's the marriage of everything they've done.
It's the culmination of everything they've done, like aside all the good shit. Yeah,
within the Dark Souls world and like Sekiro.
It's the fucking alien Romulus of FromSoft games.
Alien Romulus.
Well, and there was an interview recently with Miyazaki, and he said that he recognizes how much people enjoy the multiplayer aspect of it, and so his new goal is to make a game where it's more fluid multiplayer in that, style that Bloodborne or whatever Dark Souls.
You know what's funny is I was just gonna say, other than making a joke, something less ambitious than Elden Ring, but probably just as good as Dark Souls or Demon Souls, but fully multiplayer. I would love to see, and maybe like 2, 3 maybe, depending on the game and how difficult it could be and stuff like that, but just not something that's like, so on rails, but a good balance between like a Dark Souls game and Elden Ring. Like nothing too adventurous, but nothing like too like, oh, okay, we got to go down this way, and we got to go down this way, and we got to go down this way.
Bro, I couldn't handle anything much bigger than fucking Elden Ring.
Oh, no, not that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
not even a game again like that. Like Elden Ring 2, I'd probably be like, I'm cool.
Yeah, like I did.
I mean, there's a bunch of even, like online anime games that don't even handle it very well. I think one that I enjoyed was like New Genesis or something. It was free for PlayStation, but it like takes up all your fucking memory. It's insane. But it's one of those like Final Fantasy Online where it's constant updates and you can just do shit online for like, it's all online. I feel like Elden Ring or FromSoft would do wonders with something like that.
Yeah, the DLC is probably like Elden Ring 1.5, so.
I feel like they're like almost like Nintendo sometimes, where like they play their cards really close to their chest and they try not to go too crazy with shit. Because like obviously they have the means. Like they could have made Elden Ring where it's like full on multiplayer co-op.
Right.
Because people are doing it with mods, and that's one reason why he saw the mods and shit, and he was like, obviously this is something they want. Like we're gonna try to incorporate it into the next game. But I think that's what leads to their fucking success is that they're carefully fucking navigating the games that they make, and they're coming out with games that are good. Maybe not the best ones and the best. They have all the fucking shiny bright things, but they don't fucking need them.
All right, so I'm gonna throw this out there in the universe before we wrap this up. Can you please do a Pokemon game? That shit would be so fire, bro. That shit would be so fire. Save Pokemon, please. Power World did it with guns. I could only imagine what FromSoft could do with fucking the monsters and creatures and weapons you would get. Do it. Listen to me.
You high as hell, boy.
You damn right. I don't know, bro. This it's Elden Ring. Steve doesn't want to get it because Steve's
Get in his DMs, everyone. Whoever listened this far, get in his fucking DMs. Make him buy Elden Ring.
Bully him to get Elden Ring because he's missing out.
He's
All right.
get tarnished. He's been made in us too long.
He loves Berserk, so this is perfect for him. He could just be a guts guy running around. We'll give how many tarnishes you give Elden Ring?
For what it is, it's 10 out of 10 tarnished. I mean, it's not my favorite FromSoft game, but it is the best FromSoft game.
My favorite is going to be Armored Core. You already fucking know that. But I got to give it 10 out of 10. Armored Core got 9.5 for me because I wanted more. Dude, I feel like they had dangled like a carrot in my fucking face and they were like, we're not going to give you everything. Because, like, I played this shit 3 times and got, like, you progress through all the different endings and shit through it. And some of the shit you get into, it's like, bro, this is Gundam. I'm in fucking this shit is crazy.
The different like factions and ties and how you can cross people over and change the story.
Bro, it is crazy. Fucking insane. So I think that's why Elden Ring to me gets that 10 out of 10 because you could do all that in one playthrough. You could do all these storylines in one fucking go and be like, I'm gonna do it again and still end up a whole different way.
I lied though, dude. 8 out of 10. There's some things about it that kind of suck. Like it's frustrating how often I have to look at a wiki, and I feel like whether or not, I don't know, you can call me dumb or not fucking smart or stuff like that, but like
not smart.
There's some shit in there. It's like, how the fuck was I supposed to know to do this?
You're not supposed to know. And exactly, that's fucking some guys quit his job, fucking lost a relationship to find that information for us.
And like I'm still fucking I'm damn near 40 years old. Like, I don't have time to play video games like I used to. So I can't just do 8 playthroughs of fucking 80-hour game to figure out some of the mechanics and some of the shit in there. So, but that's I mean, I can get around that pretty easy. So I still have to give it a pretty high score. But that's my only critique.
Sorry, you Goose.
Go ahead.
Yeah, storyline, quest line. Definitely have never been a fan of those because they are super like ambiguous with what you got to do and where you need to go, and like I mean, they already kind of went far enough to give us a map. That's the one thing I will say. You get so much more of a familiarity, and there's something that plays on your nostalgia when you play a game like Dark Souls or Dark Souls 3 because you don't have a map and you navigate this and you have to remember this shit when you navigate through it, and it creates a very different experience than Elden Ring creates. But Elden Ring is so vast you can't memorize all that shit, so they had to give you a map. I feel like there's some stuff that's a little too easy, but the map is still kind of fucked up enough where you can't figure out shit sometimes. Like, oh, I went all the way here and this is a wall. Like, I can't
exactly. Yeah, you have to. Like, I thought, I'm like, oh, why am I not here yet?
What kind of shit is this? I mean, the topography could be better on the map, but other than that, I mean, that'll be the two things. Other than that, it's really good. I can't a little bit more. Straightforward multiplayer aspects, why are we running through an open world game and you have found a fucking gas wall? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's
I feel like that's something that they dropped the ball with too, because it should be just
what are we doing?
Honestly, we should be in each other's world, just kind of like going about it.
The dungeons, I kind of respect that. I respect that because it's like, if you haven't gotten that far in your game, why should you be able to enter the dungeon with me in my game? You know, like, you should have had to traverse to that area. But I mean,
now you already have the items as well too, which is fair.
But I mean, it's just like, other than that, I don't see the reason to have an open world game where you have literal like walls you can't pass in an open area that you would normally be able to go without a co-op player. So, yep.
Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in this far. You can also follow our loving co-member, Steve. What is he now? XXL again? Yep. Okay, he's XXL New Type on IG. You can follow me at Gump Lagoon, where I'm still posting reels, but more poses now. Let's go. Muggs, where can people find you at, though?
Mean Mug Gumpla.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say something clever, but I fucking lost it.
Proboscis King. Where can people find you at?
You can find me in the club. Mama full of mo. I got what you need. Oh no, I'm gonna be on Instagram at Grandfather Goose always. And then I don't ever post shit, but 3xgwip. And then yeah.
And also follow us on the Goonies.
Go see fucking Alien Romulus and talk to me about it, so I don't have to spoil this shit for anybody.
And we're gonna start having outro
purpose.
music too, so be on the lookout for that. We're gonna do different ones though. We're gonna be finding new outro music. So,
Dude, yeah.
but without further ado, that proboscis is due, baby. We out.
Bye.
Bye.